Yes, people, we are back in the building again with Nick, out here in the garage, on the John Deere again the next day. Yesterday it was 60 degrees, today is 30. Go figure. Anyway, so we started taking this thing apart. We stopped here at the muffler because these bolts were kind of rusted. So I hit it with this good old PB blaster, penetrating oil, let it sit overnight. So hopefully we'll be able to crack these nuts loose and get that muffler off, and a couple of more things that I'm gonna take off today. I ain't gonna be out here too long because it's cold, but I realized I've got to drain the oil in this thing because, you know, we're going inside the motor and that takes a minute. So I might as well let that start draining overnight, as well as this thing's got a radiator on it like a car. Remember I was telling y'all about. So I also need to drain the coolant out of the engine as well. So I'm gonna grab a couple of buckets to get that started and then see if I can get this muffler off. Hold on. All right, got me a container for the oil to drain out. Come over here and got me another container for the coolant to drain out. Put that there. We'll open this valve here to drain the radiator and let it drop in the bucket. And then open that valve there with the hose going over to the other container to drain the oil. So I'm gonna get those things started and then we'll go from there. I don't know the last time this thing's been drained, so I don't know if this thing's gonna be able to, am I gonna be able to turn it with my hand, or I'm gonna need a, woo, yeah, or a wrench or something to take it off, but it's turning. So let's see if we can get this thing to start draining. Here we go. Oh man, that cooler don't look bad neither. But it has to be drained. It is what it is. Open up this top here to release some of that pressure. There it is. All right, we got that draining. And now I'm gonna get the oil started. All righty, got my little 10mm wrench here. Open up this valve. There we go. Like I said, this oil, it just takes forever for it to drain out of this thing. So I figure I'll get that started today, let it drain overnight, and that'll be done. You see how slow that oil comes out of that thing? It like takes forever. Sad thing is, remember I had just put fresh oil in this thing too. But I mean, that's the chance I was gonna take, thinking that maybe I didn't have any more leaks. But I did, so, I mean, what are you gonna do? Someone say, well, Nick, you could just reuse that oil. I mean, it wasn't in there that long. You can recapture it and use it again. Well, I could, but at the same time, you gotta remember, this thing ran a while, and I don't know what that oil collected as it circulated through the motor that's been sitting for a while. And remember, oil is like a detergent. It is a detergent. So it's cleaning that engine as it circulates around the motor. So it may have picked up some stuff that, you know, you don't want to put back in there. So anyway, while that drains, we can work on something else. Hold on. All right, so a moment of truth. Let's see if we can get these nuts loose on this muffler. Hopefully that PB blaster worked on it and they don't strip. So check it out. Same 10mm wrench. Oh shoot, that wasn't bad at all. Yes sir, buddy. Let's hope the rest of them are that easy. I can't get that ratchet on there. Let me see. Come on. There we go. Make it quicker. Here we go. Yeah, buddy. ratchet's acting up. Yeah, because these things are so small. I don't know why they use these small bolts on this thing to hold this big muffler on here. So I was just really hoping that I wouldn't end up snapping these things off. Alright, 1, 3 to go. See how hard this is going to be. Oh, that was not bad either. Yeah, we got this thing rolling now. Alrighty. Let me check the other two and just see if I can get them loose. And then I'll go ahead and finish taking them off. A little bit more stuff on my way over here. Oh man, these are loose too. All right, there's 3. 2. All right, that one's loose. Let's see, can I get the last one loose? Come on, up. Hey y'all, we're good. We're good. All these things are coming loose. Now it's just a matter of getting these nuts completely off and pull that muffler right off. All right, I got those 4 10mm nuts off, but looking underneath, it's got a support bracket underneath, which are 12mm. I gotta get those bolts off, then that thing should come off. Hopefully it'll come loose too. There we go. All right, we got that muffler off. Now this side over here had this extra bracket on there. It looked like it's a bracket to hold something in this little hole here. I don't know if it was a hose or something through there or what. But anyway, it was only on this side. So I'm gonna put it back there for now, because I guarantee you when I go to put this thing back together, I'll be like, where'd this thing go? Because that happens, believe me. All right, I got that taken care of. Now I'm gonna take these radiator hoses off, which I'm sure I'm gonna have to replace because I already see some cracks in this lower one anyway. So I'll go ahead and get them out the way, and that should be it for now. Hold on. A little bit more coolant draining out. Keep it up there for a minute. There we go. Yeah, that bad boy was tight on there. Go. Don't seem too bad at the top. All right. It's a tight fit in here with this fuel line here. I can break that loose. There we go. All right. Get that out the way. I believe that's got it for now. All right, got that muffler off, radiator hoses off. Looks like the coolant's finished draining. The oil still got a little drip going on over here, but it's close. But yeah, we're a little bit closer, y'all. And hopefully I can start taking those motor mounts loose, and we will get this heavy engine, I'm sure it's heavy, off this chassis and move that engine from here to the stand right there is the plan. All right, y'all, that's gonna do it for this video. I told you I didn't wanna hold y'all too long on this one either. But if you happen to like this video, hit that like, keep on watching, and Nick will catch you on the next one. Thanks.